A quick word on organizing the workspace. So here is my 2005 Legacy GT, sans engine, and here is the engine. So how do you get that out of there and know that you can put it back in again? Well, that's the struggle. That's the struggle. So here's how I've got things organized. Okay, I have the workshop set up like this. So here I have the car itself. Every component that comes out of this car ends up on these shelves. I have everything here on these shelves. Everything was taken off, and also here's the critical bit. All the fasteners are in these labeled baggies, organized. Compressor mount, clutch slave, compressor tensioner, downpipe, dog bone, engine end, starter ground. So basically every fastener is in here. Now sometimes I'll put the fastener back on where I got it from, but if there's any like here and here, so for the most part they end up in these bags. Okay. This set of shelves here is for the new parts. So I already have the new gasket kit, the new oil pump waiting to go in. So old parts on this shelving system, new parts on this shelving system, and engine hoist, of course, just used it. Engine stand. Now this is where I'm going to do all the work as far as finishing, stripping this down to the long block, and then pull the heads off, and then the short block is going out, and the heads are going to go to the machine shop, and then everything gets put back into place with the new short block, the corrected heads, and all the rest of the parts, which I'm hoping are going to arrive tomorrow or Wednesday. So very soon. So basically that's it. It's not a tremendously difficult thing to do. It is a methodical thing to do. That's the key. You have to be methodical. You can't just grab stuff out and throw it wherever you want. Now if you've done this engine swap like 100 times, if you're a Subaru tech, and you don't even need to organize the parts because you just know where the parts go, more power to you. I envy you, I really do. However, I don't know this car that well, so fuck off. Scared the crap out of me. Anyway, so I don't know this car that well, so I have to have everything fully organized like this. And I'm also, every single fastener I undid, every connection I undid, I wrote down what I did. Now when I say wrote down, I just used the note here on my phone, had the little voice thing, and I go to unplug a vacuum hose and I say to the phone, unplug vacuum hose from here. So serves two purposes. Firstly, I get to put that up on the forum here so that you can see, you know, people who are thinking about doing this can see what work has to be done and get an idea of whether or not it's something that they want to try. And the other thing is, when I go put this back together, I'm just going to work backwards through that list. And I know I'm not going to forget anything because everything that I did is written down. Everything that is written down, I'm going to do in reverse. And that's how it's all going to go back together. So that's that. The whole removal took me 3.5 hours, and that includes the amount of time taken to write down the steps, which, you know, I didn't really slow me down all that much. The most time-consuming part was really just releasing the engine from the turbo up here. So the turbo stayed in place. I loosened the downpipe, actually the up pipe. I removed the downpipe and I loosened the up pipe. So the turbo is actually sitting here really loose on there, and that's what made it clear the bell housing, but it still was a pain in the arse to get it past the bell housing, so be ready for that, and unless you want to just completely remove the turbo. And I may actually wind up doing that when I put it back together. So that's that. Have fun.